I'm telling you, I don't care who you are. I know it's scary. I'm going to tell you my situation. I'm going to tell y'all my story so that you see why the Lord I would be the one that he would use as it relates to this. Do I believe I'm the only one in the earth? No, I do not. But when it comes to transition, not many people know how to do it effectively. Not many people know how to do it righteously. They do it in a form of what they think is right, but they don't know how. Lord, help me to do it righteously. There is a righteous way to do it because the Bible said there is a way which seemeth right. God, help me pray, intercessors. God, help me. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is death, is what it says. There is a way that seemed right. Elijah was used by God to do the showdown at Mount Carmel. He was used by God in a mighty way, but he didn't really know exactly what he had got himself into. Can I help some people this morning? Those of you that are truly connected to me, listen to what I said. You're really trying to be true in your way of being connected to me. Can I tell you something? You just may be like Elijah. You connected to something, but you don't really understand the fullness of what it is that you've connected yourself to, because it just seems to be the right thing to do because you want to be with God, and so I'm going to do this, but I really don't understand what it is that I'm doing. He found himself in that place. He's used by God, but then he gets into a situation where Jezebel shows up and sends a decree, a message to say, I'm going to kill him, I'm going to get rid of him, and he finds himself in a place at a juniper tree, finds himself sitting by there requesting to die. Lord have mercy, requesting to die. Just went through one of the massive victories, but now is requesting to die because why? He did not define who he was and what his purpose in this earth was. Lord help me. He did not define it. He did not become one with it. God help me on this morning, please, Lord. He did not define it. He did not become one. You might want to come one with what it is the Lord has summons for you to do and who you are in this earth. You want to become with it. Can I tell y'all something that may hurt some feelings, but it'll be all right. You're not going to get that in church. You cannot do that. Church does not teach you to become one. Why? Because church is stripping stuff off of you that comes from Egypt. It is removing the stuff off of you. It's not going to let you be one. Lord have mercy. It can't let you be one because of the simple fact religion can't help you be one with who God has purpose for you to be because of the simple fact it's tainted. God help me. It's not perfect. It's not pure. It's contaminated. Lord, help me, please. It's contaminated religion. Lord, have mercy. God, help me this morning, please. It's contaminated. It's not pure. Lord, help me, please. It's not undefiled. No, it's contaminated. So we cannot see. Religion is that thing that will stop you. Religion is that thing that won't let you submit because what religion would do, religion will make you challenge authority. God help me this morning, Lord. Lord help me, please. Religion will make you challenge authority. Religion won't let you submit and anchor yourself. God help me this morning. It won't let you anchor yourself like you're supposed to be. Religion is not going to do that. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Religion, oh God. Religion will put in your mind that you could do it better than the superior. God help me. That's what religion says. See, religion has this slick form about itself. That's why it's a form of godliness but denies the power. That's what religion is. But relationship, in relationship there is intimacy, there is one. And so God was dealing with Elijah, trying to help Elijah to say, boy, look here, you got to become one with this thing. Oh, Holy Ghost, what you doing? It's, boy, you got to become one with this thing. Because if you don't become one with this thing, Lord have mercy. And if all you doing, God help me, if all you doing is just showing off, if all you doing is just trying to be a character in front of people, it's going to tell on you in just a minute. Oh boy, because as soon as a situation hit, I feel like walking through the wall. As soon as a circumstance hit, as soon as a situation arises, you're not going to be able to stand. You're going to find yourself wanting to go somewhere and die. You're going to find yourself somewhere weeping. Find yourself somewhere crying. Elijah, if you have not become one with what's going on, if you just dealing with religion, religion does not submit. I'm going to walk y'all through it this morning. Religion does not submit. And the Lord will say to me this morning, girl, I have anointed you with the power of submission. God help me, please. The power of submission, that's where your honesty comes in. That is so the reason why you are real quick to repent concerning things, because the power of submission that lives inside of you. See, you understand, Delphine, that you cannot prosper bucking against authority. See, you understand that, Lord help me, please. You understand, Lord Jesus, that you can't just come before me any type way, Lord help me. You got it, Delphine. You understand it. And you bring yourself to a place of submission on such a regular basis. God help me. I'm telling it this morning, y'all. I'm letting you in my world so that you understand what goes on, what the process is. And so some of you can see what your process is and what's going on with you, because it's nothing new under the sun. I'm not finished. I'm still in the chapter. I'm going to walk y'all through it. I'm telling you. I'm going to show you what the Holy Spirit give to me this morning. God, I love you, man. I honor you. You are amazing to me. I just want to just give me a second, y'all. Let me just take a second and tell him how appreciative I am of the fact that he loved me through every bit of it. I appreciate the fact that you stayed with me through the process, because I found myself like Elijah, Lord. I was just going through the motions of what I thought was supposed to be, because of this is the way they traditionally said it was done. This is how they said Christians were supposed to conduct themselves. But it really wasn't me. It hadn't become me. I was still separated from it, Lord. I was outside of it. It wasn't me. It hadn't become me. And so, God, I want to thank you for loving me through my process. Thank you for being there with me through my process. So he asked Elijah, he says, man, where you come from? Define what why are you here? Define your purpose here on this earth. So Elijah began to come up with ways that he thought was how to answer the Lord. So he says, a strong wind. It says, but the Lord wasn't in the wind. He wasn't in that wind. No. He wasn't in the wind. And so then he says that there came, he says, well, is it in an earthquake and a fire? He says, but the Lord was not in the fire. And so after the fire, after the fact of it coming, he going through what he thought how God was supposed to do it. Can I really get in some hearts this morning to help some folk? After after he gave his mythology, of how he thought it was supposed to be, the Lord came then with his divine truth and said, homie, it's not in that wind and it's not in that earthquake, but a still small voice began to talk. He says, it's easy like Sunday morning, baby. It's just cool. It just keeps you laid back. See, that's how the presence of the Lord is. It's easy like Sunday morning. God, I thank you. It's not manipulative. God, I love you. It doesn't have in something inside of his heart, but yet lying. It doesn't operate like that. God, I love you. I'm telling y'all, you better watch what I tell you. The Lord is about to expose. He told me, was it week before last, about counterfeit. If anybody heard the message, I think I did it on live. It should be on my podcast. I gotta find it and go back to hear it myself. If anybody can remind me of it to locate exactly where it is, please do. But the Lord Lord talked to me about counterfeit. I kept hearing the word counterfeit, and he said counterfeit emotions are about to be revealed. He said if there are counterfeit emotions working on the inside of you, they're going to be revealed. If there are counterfeit emotions operating on the inside of people as it relates to you, they're going to be revealed. I'm telling you, just as sure as Jesus Christ is Lord, he said April the 1st was going to start it, and I know it's already kicking off. It's going to be counterfeit things that are going to be revealed. You can bet your bottom dollar. The Lord was trying to get Elijah to a point as to where he connected wholeheartedly and became one with who he was, not just doing it, but becoming it. I'm going to say that for you one more time. He didn't want him to just be doing it. He wanted him to become it. Like, for instance, the Lord don't want you to just do intercession. He wants you to become an intercessor. The Lord doesn't just want you to do marriage, but he wants you to become marriage. See, he wants you to become it. And so Elijah, once he gives God what he thought was the way the Lord was supposed to operate, or how the Lord was supposed to speak, once he gave it to him how he thought it was supposed to be, the Lord then came with the truth of what it was and says, you think it's supposed to be something loud. That's the reason why you are looking for it in mountains being thrown down, in strong winds, and you are looking for it to come through earthquakes. But it's not even that way. It's a still small voice. It's in the quietness of your spirit. God help me, please. And so it's not in the loud ones. It's not in them that holler, oh, I'll be there for you, Lord. Oh, Jesus, I love you. Pastor, I'll always be there. You can count on me. It's not in them voices. It's in the still small voices. He says it's those right there. It's those places, the still small voice. He comes through with a still small voice for him, and he encourages him. He encourages him. And so the Lord tells him, after he has this conversation with him, he says, look, I want you to go and return and go thy way to the wilderness of Damascus. And when you get there, he says, I want you to anoint Hazael to be the king over Syria. Now, the Lord, what I love about this is the Lord is yet dealing with Elijah. Elijah, I need to say this, somebody get it, just to encourage yourself. Even after Elijah found himself in a place of where the truth was revealed about who he really was, he still had an opportunity from God. Let me give you a second right there to let you tell God thank you that he still gives opportunities. He still gives opportunities. So he still gives him an opportunity. He said, go, I'm going to allow you to anoint the king over Syria. And so he says also, I need y'all to stay with me now. Stay with me real good and anointed and powerful this morning. He says, I'm in 1 Kings chapter 19. I'm going to catch verse 16 now. It says, and Jehu, the son of Nimshi, shall thy anoint to be king over Israel. And Elisha, the son of Shaphat of Abelio, shall thy anoint to be prophet in thy room. Now, pay attention to this, what the Lord allows Elijah to do. He goes through, and Elijah wins a mighty battle. And he says to him, after he brings him out of this place, saying, hey, man, listen, where are you? He then tells him, I want you, he uses him to go and anoint the next king over Syria. Then he uses him to anoint not only the next king over Syria, but he says, go anoint Jehu, which is going to be king over Israel. And Elisha, the son of Shaphat, I want you to anoint him as a prophet. So therefore, what I am going to do is I'm going to allow what comes up out of you to be poured into some more folk in order that they can carry out the task of their life. God help me. They're going to carry out the assignments that are on their life. So can I tell you something? God help me. If you are trying to run from submission, you in trouble. God, you ain't gonna get it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You're not gonna get it. You are not gonna get it. I don't care what you say. You can fight it all you want. You go, you know, ain't nobody. You can whoop all you want. All that is revealing is the fact that you are not submitted. All that is revealing is you are a bastard and an illegitimate. Because the people of God are submitted unto the authority of God, and they follow the rankings of God, and they understand that it is a divine order as to how leadership goes. And so this is the thing about it. He's setting him up, says, look, you've won a battle. Now I'm going to allow you to anoint